Hi there. I'm here to invite you today into my digital classroom to learn more about the climate crisis. What is it and how do we get here anyway? Climate change needs our action, but before we can do that, we need to learn more about the problem. Have you heard the phrase climate crisis? It comes up when we're talking about the environment a lot these days. So what does it mean exactly? Let's start by learning more about the first word, environment. It's the place we live in, and understanding it is a big task. So big, in fact, that there are many different areas of science created to investigate them all. We have geologists who study landforms and the physical makeup of the earth, hydrologists who study topics having to do with water, meteorologists who study weather, climate, and the atmosphere, and biologists who study living organisms. The Earth is a system working in perfect harmony, but what happens when things get messed up? How does one part affect another? In the world today, climate change is one of those messed up things. We will investigate this process and its effect on today's world. We're all familiar with the word environment, but what does it mean exactly? The environment is everything around us and includes all the natural living and non-living things in a given place. An environment can be small like your neighborhood and everything in it, or big, like an area of land known as a biome. Biomes are large areas with common temperatures, plants, and animals, like deserts and forests. Environments can also be really, really big. In fact, they can include entire planets. No matter what size environment we're talking about, it's important to understand that it includes 4 parts or systems working together to form a complete ecosphere: land, air, water, and living organisms. Scientists call the land beneath our feet the lithosphere. It's made up of soil and rock and forms the outer layer of our planet. The air around us is called the atmosphere, and it includes the layers of gases that surround our Earth. Weather occurs in the atmosphere and includes temperature. The hydrosphere is made up of all the water around us, including what's found on, under, and above us, like rivers, lakes, oceans, groundwater, and clouds. All living organisms, both plants and animals, make up the biosphere. The biosphere is the complex system of life interacting around us. Without the first 3 systems, the biosphere couldn't exist. When all 4 systems work together, the Earth is an amazing place. Like this tower, strong and interconnected. But if one system breaks down, the environment can become weakened and damaged. If the problem is big enough, multiple systems are affected and things fall apart. 2 types of problems can occur. They are called biotic and abiotic factors. It's really pretty simple. Biotic factors are all the problems created by living organisms, while abiotic factors are problems created in the other 3 non-living systems. This brings us to climate change. Climate change is a long-term shift in temperatures and weather patterns in our atmosphere. This can cause habitat loss, the extinction of species, and ecosystem collapse. While it does happen naturally, the reason it's happening today is because humans are changing the environment around us. That's right. We're the major biotic factor, changing the planet's entire ecosphere. Human activities like burning fossil fuels, cutting down forests, and mismanaging the food supply are having catastrophic impacts on the environment, changing the atmosphere and endangering life on this planet. The truth is that it's now bigger than just climate change. It's considered a climate crisis. And if we can't change our behaviors, we're in big trouble. I know this sounds scary, but it's fixable. By understanding what's wrong, we can do things differently. Then maybe we'll quit being the biotic problem and start being a biotic solution. Let's face it, no one person can change everything, but one person doesn't have to. If each of us commits to one thing, before you know it, that one thing becomes many things, and then it's many, many things. And all of a sudden, we've changed a lot. So what do you say? Are you ready to get started? It just takes one thing.